Get your some notes together. Add your topic together so we can get ready for our announcement.
Our announcement.
For the show.
Yeah, I don't really know what you mean by that.
Welcome to...
That's how you want to do it?
Our intro. We done did our intro. We talked. I'm ready to
Nobody talked. Nobody said nothing.
Oh, I thought you had it running while I was talking about how that's somebody.
I did not have nothing
I thought that's somebody's daughter. Somebody's daughter, Cassie's case today.
Yeah. Disturbed
me.
Yeah.
So I'm so overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with what I heard today. That's somebody's daughter.
I'm gonna just start off like this then. If you don't want nobody all up in your videos dancing,
then come to Death Row, man. Come to RG, KG,
come to KG family. Come here.
Yeah, that's the good one.
You ready? Welcome to the KG family.
Glad you all can join us again. I know we're a little bit late on our dates, but we've really been gathering up some news for you all. Mm-hmm. I know everybody is on the Puff, Daddy Love, P. Diddy, however name you want to go by, Brother Love, whoever Love. But I'm going to start with just some of the topics, and I'll let him do some, because he don't know everything that happened.
Just today. Go. Start. Let's talk.
Today, Cassie testified to being overwhelmed when they urinated in her mouth, him and the escort. And she couldn't take it all because she felt like she was drowning because both of them was urinating in her mouth at the same time. How disgusting is that? And he actually was getting mad at her because she couldn't drink it all. And this is the most disgusting man on this earth. When I say sexual deviant, he is one of the top first class. He should have been in jail if he was being charged for sexual deviance. But he's not. That's what everybody better get in their head. He's not being charged for beating her the way he did on camera. He's not being charged for none of this. So, what the feds have to prove is that RICO, that trafficking, and that's it. It's only two main things they got to, and the drugs. The drugs. Because they said drugs. But the thing is, he never brought the drugs. Someone else brought them. He never had the drugs. They were always supplied to him by one of the staff. She even stated it on the record today. He never did anything. Everyone had an assignment, and they knew their assignment. So, see, if you was assigned to have this kettle man, you the kettle man. The other man is his GHB man. The other man is his oil man, the baby oil man. Everyone had an assignment. The candle man.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's my cough drop.
It's like a tooth fell out.
Well, that's a cough drop. Let me put my cough drop in here because I don't want it to get on the table. Anyway, everyone had a job. And as y'all can see, these are my teeth. Anyway, so I want to make sure I don't mess with my tablet. Okay, that could be a tablet divider right now. My piece of candy, I could throw it away. Anyway, as I stated, everyone had an assignment. It is so sad to think of these people actually watched, including his mom. She was also part of that culture. She was in the bed looking at her son masturbate, getting his nipples rubbed with GHB and mushrooms. And
no. So that right there, they would masturbate on her. They would put the semen on her, and then he would go in the next room, and they would take the semen and put it on his nipples. Rub it on his nipples.
He have to have his nipples rubbed. They
rub it on his nipples in the next room.
They actually had a drawing of her holding her fingers like this. So however they had to massage his nipples, it was similar to the way I'm doing my fingers. Yeah. Okay, it's like popping your fingers. Okay, so you can get to.
I'm gonna get to this right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Well,
I have more to talk about.
So Diddy allegedly criticized her performance, saying she looked too Mexican with a particular hairstyle. He preferred her nails with French tips. Her hairstyles varied, and she mentions shaving her head in 2009. So
she did.
Yeah.
She shaved half of her side. You see one of those photos of her? She almost looked like a black woman. They overmade her face.
Yeah.
They put too much makeup on her.
See, Cassidy, she didn't make no money. Only way she made money is by no. She was allowed only by his permission to host at parties. She didn't make money from her music.
Not a dime.
Only by Diddy's approval, she could make some money by hosting because she was signed for 10 years.
Yeah, 10 albums.
10 albums, and she only did one album. The rest of her time was doing for freak offs.
Exactly. Then to the point that she became exhausted because they had to have doctors come in and give them IV because the freak offs could last 4 days. Okay. 1 day to 4 days. Imagine that. Okay. Also, his mom, she was included, His mom now is 85. Imagine. She instilled that boy from a little bitty boy. If y'all see Diddy's best friend, he just did a documentary of Diddy growing up. Said how his mom used to beat him because his dad got killed because he was a big heroin dealer for being a rat. But he was with one of the biggest drug families in the world, which is the Gambino family. And the mob don't play. They will come get you. So Diddy's mother, she was come from that world. She raised him like a little pimp as a little boy. He was the sharpest kid ever the whole time in schooling years. The boy who did the documentary, you'll see him, they're getting ready to put it out now. And you should hear the story about Diddy as a little boy. His mother would slap him like a pimp would do a whore. Pow! Just for crying. Couldn't cry. Say girls cry. Boys
he was cry. Raised
like
different.
Like a pimp.
Real different.
She raised him. She dressed him in furs. He had furs, minks. A little boy.
Yeah.
With a mink hat. Yeah, they got pictures of him. His best friend. Yeah, his best friend made some money off of him now. Because he did a documentary of him always been like that. His mother raised him to be this way. His mother raised him to be that. But that sexual deviant, it got worse. Because she didn't mind. Because she participated in it.
Yeah.
So
speaking on the sexual deviance, they also perform, sexual acts up to 4 hours.
Yes.
Sometimes it was 3 days.
4 days.
Excuse me, not 4 hours, but 4 days.
I thought that's what you meant to say.
Yes, I meant to say 4 days. So sometimes it'd be 3 days. Sometimes it's 4 days.
But he always had
48 hours.
A medical staff on payroll. He always had a medical staff on payroll.
Just in case,
Because they be dehydrated. So they have to have IV.
Yeah, how do you have sex for 4 days? You gotta have a doctor on staff.
He had a doctor on staff.
You got to.
It's noted. They had IV lines of chairs with IV poles. the FBI have pictures of all this.
This is psycho crazy.
FBI has pictures of this.
This person was doing these things right up under our noses.
Yes.
Imagine how many more people inside of that industry.
3,000. That's how many the last count was.
No,
today.
let me finish. Imagine how many people in that industry is also participating in sexual or non-sexual acts that is not normal. We just don't know.
Well,
but the truth always come to light.
But you cannot sentence a man because he's a pervert. That's against the law. What you do in your behind your closed doors is your business. Is when you start bringing escorts and other deviants in there to participate sexual acts upon your girl while you masturbate and watch. That's when you committing a crime. When they're, say, underage or under the influence of drugs, GHB,
ecstasy. They were off so many
ketamine,
drugs, mushrooms. They were off so many
cocaine.
Drugs. It was sad.
It was unbelievable. The day on stand, I almost cried just to hear her. Because, mind you, she's 8 months pregnant. And she never looked at him one time in the day. He stared at her. ABC News tell you play-by-play. If you watch ABC Day like I do today, and they give you play-by-play. Someone is writing that down, typing it, and they giving you the news as everybody is talking on the stand. That's why I'm a little ahead of him on the news today with P. Diddy.
She want to mention she ahead of me so bad.
But his kids is devastated. But they're being strong this day.
So, yeah, yesterday they left out the first day.
Yeah, they said that.
That's when they were just talking about how he masturbates and watches the escorts have intercourse with her. That's when they left out for that. But today, they stayed and listened to the pee in the mouth and
all of that.
It's just
the most disgusting. Man. Oh, while she's on her menstrual. Now, you know that's disgusting. He allowed her. They even got one thing that he allowed them to do. They can't even say it on television. So I'm not going to say it online because I'm thinking it's one of the
We don't know what they said particularly.
I actually think it's the most disgusting
She
thing.
think they diarrhea or something like that.
They
on her, maybe in her mouth.
I believe, some freaks love to have someone defecate on them. I'm thinking that's the most grossest thing you could do. I'm thinking that's the one that they won't even say on the news.
Man.
So if it's the D word, they defecated. Now they urinated in her mouth, okay, until she couldn't drink anymore. She almost choked. So she had to be off of these drugs in order to participate in these sex offs. Freak offs. She could not participate. She could not.
Being regular like us. So she said she didn't. She said
was spaced
mushrooms. She didn't like the mushrooms because she felt like the room was closing in on her. She didn't like the cocaine because it made her heart race. She didn't. The
GHB took her in a blank world. She didn't even know.
So every drug that she took did something to her.
But she cried today when she talked about all those drugs. I guess her being so emotional, being 8 months pregnant, to think that she had all those drugs in her system. She don't know if those drugs might affect her babies. She don't know. She don't know mentally what she was crying today about. Because she broke down when she got to talking about all the drugs she had inside of her just to perform those acts that he had her to do today. I'm going to change topics for a minute. You go on and go give one more on Diddy, and I'm going to change topics for her.
Oh, you want me to say something else?
Yeah, you give him one more thing that you found. I've gotten so much.
Okay.
Have you found anything?
Yeah, do you want me to talk now?
Yeah, go ahead, because I have other things I have to talk about.
Well, it was times where Diddy would get mad at her because she would look too dry. So he would tell her to add more coats of baby oil on her, maybe every 5 minutes. So she would have to put on, extra coats. Baby oil is his thing. At one time he had
candles.
At one time he had her swimming in baby oil. Like she just lay like, you know, all in baby oil. Just that's how he wanted it. That's why he had so many bottles and bottles. It's crazy. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of something. When the police confiscated all those baby bottles, Cassidy been long gone. She been long gone a long time ago.
She left in 2018.
Right. So it's 2014 when he gets caught.
Young Money.
So who was in that baby oil now?
Young Money.
Who was Young Money?
What's her name?
Young Miami.
Young Miami. Dark skinned girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Young Miami.
She gotta be. Yes.
Yeah, she was the next one, number one in charge. She did all the videos with him. Come to and you can be in my video. She did everything.
Had to because he still had baby oil, a ton of baby oil.
So
it just hit me.
She was the one assigning the women.
She the next person getting pissed in the mouth.
And he took care of her.
Yep.
She was on the payroll because she got $500,000 a month, or I think got something like $500,000 every month, just to be his side chick. Yeah, that's written. She got $500,000 a month. So she got a nice salary just being his side chick, assigning chicks to do their job, go and get girls. Now that's where he might come into problem at. It depends on who testify next. Now I'm going to change topics and we can come back to Diddy later. I want to update you all. I know y'all are concerned about Tory Lanez. Okay, y'all know he's in serious condition. He was actually 14 times.
He can breathe on his own now.
So yeah, he's out of the
ICU.
Yeah, but he was 14 times, twice in the head, 7 times in his back.
His lungs collapsed.
Yes. Tory Lanez.
You lost your notes?
No, I'm talking about how many times he was stabbed.
14 times.
Yeah, but I'm going to give you locations. 7 times, 2 in his back, 2 times in his head, and the rest of them was all in his side. He was in critical condition as of the last night. He was on a ventilator. He's now breathing on his own. So now he's off the ventilator.
It was also done by a man serving life. Tory Lanez is serving 10 years. He will be getting out in 2030.
He is now in fear of his life. And now they are trying to figure out where to put him because they don't really want to send him back there. Because there is a hit out on him. That's what they are saying, that it must be a hit out on him. And they are fearing for his life.
Word on the
street.
If he
should come back there. So they are trying to figure out what federal prison that they will send him to, because he's in California right now. They don't know where to send him. So he's like in limbo. So he's too ill. He's not in condition to be moved anywhere right now. So a lot of people wants him deported once he finishes time, because he's not an American citizen. He is Canadian. So they feel, well, he should be able to be shipped over to Canada and do his time there. Can they do that? I don't know. Maybe his family can pull that off. His family might can pull that off. Getting him sent to Canada. He's not an American citizen. But then you have to think about, there's a lot of people in prison that is not a United States citizen. Are they doing special privileges for what? Entertainers and millionaires? What about the regular people that's just caught a case by having drugs coming over here and got caught? And they're not citizens. So you have to think about that. What would they do? I'm trying to figure that one out myself. I'm going to keep y'all posted on that. Do you have another topic?
Of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
So China and the president, Orange Man, has now ended the tariffs. Yeah. All right. So
I have that.
That was
I have that up on that update there.
That was great news, because that was a back and forth thing.
That they're not on that anymore. They're not on that right now. Trump is dealing with the Saudi Arabians. Okay, And they are doing a $1 trillion deal right now. You're way bad on your notes. Trump has a $1 trillion deal with the Saudi Arabians.
So you trying to say they didn't end the tariffs? That's what you trying to say?
That is old news.
That's not old news.
Yeah,
I'm catching them up. They don't know that.
Okay, that's
new news.
That's new news for all that don't know. But today's news today.
That literally happened yesterday. Why she want to say that's old news? She's just happy she got notes written.
Today, this is the latest news with the $1 trillion deal that the Saudi Arabians have put together for Trump. And he signed it. He says he's the only president of the United States in the world that ever was able to deal with every president all over the world. Everyone loves him. Y'all know he's a sick man. But this is in his mind. Well, he has pulled off some things, I would say, of importance. But I don't know, because he don't know what these people are really dealing with, because they know he's stupid and greedy. So they might just be flashing that money in his face for pulling an upset on the United States behind his back. But he too dumb to see, because he's not letting nobody run nothing no more. Elon Musk was running stuff. He not anymore. You don't hear him no more up in the White House, because Trump had too many complaints telling him, you sold your soul to the devil when Trump allowed Elon Musk to buy him the presidency, because he actually bought it for him. Anytime you pay a person $1 million a day just to vote for Trump, you get in whole cities in Philadelphia. That's the only state. But we got some other people that eventually leaned over and started talking about that little COVID money all over again. That $1,000 check made everybody feel like, oh God, he got us rich. A $1,200 check.
Brokey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. So all I can tell y'all is that he will be flying to Saudi Arabia to this week to settle this $1 trillion deal. Now, you have another topic.
Haley Bailey, that is DDG ex-girlfriend. So allegedly, he has chipped her tooth and also bruised her arm. And she has put out an restraining order on him.
A restraining
order on him now. So we are just trying to see what's happening next. Hopefully he did not do that, because they will try to cancel him because they love her so much. Hopefully they don't cancel him.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a good thing, domestic violence.
No, that's the worst case you can catch right now. Today, it was. See, back when we were coming in this our era, that wasn't noticed like it is now. Now it's talked about. It was a silent crime back when in my generation. Not anymore.
See,
all this stuff is being spoken about.
And the thing is, they have a hate train going on DDG. He's a rapper from Michigan, formerly from Pontiac. Yeah, they really hate him that bad.
Well, I like one of the viewers to let you know that you were right on that case with Karen Reed, even though the court was black today, because for some strange reason there was no court in session today. Well, you were right on that. She was in the driveway with the cop. His name, his name is O'Keefe, and they were arguing in the car, and he got out. She is trying to say that the Commonwealth, all of them is covering up the death, because actually he was beaten to death. But that is not true. The viewer that told me, she ran him over in that SUV Lexus, in that driveway at that house where she was parked at, because his watch is now telling them his heart rate. They read it today on television. Even though the court was black, they gave us an update on the death of O'Keefe, Trooper O'Keefe. So, viewer, I just wanted you to know I did do my background check on that. Just to double check. I was wrong on how he died, but he didn't get beaten. She ran him over. She's lying, saying that he was beaten and the police is trying to cover it up. You would take a whole force to cover up a murder. They're not covering it up. You murdered him. You murdered him, Karen Reed. Ain't no allegedly to it. You did. You out on bond to see if you can beat this case.
Well, this will be the first time I'll have to disagree with Boosie, and I just hope it's not true. And I hope he's. I mean, I'm not gonna say I hope it's not true, but I just wish he didn't say this because I do hope it's not true. So Boosie said Cassidy like having urine in her mouth. She like piss in her mouth.
Who said that?
Lil Boosie. Yeah. So
you know what? The worst thing you can do is kick a woman when she's down. No one. Now I'm gonna agree with the news on that. No one wants somebody to pee in their mouth. No one. So picture that. I wouldn't care how much money you got. You is not okay with people peeing in your mouth and you got to drink it. Now, tell me that girl was not pleased with that. She did not agree. She did not sign up for that. She was infatuated. Yes, she was. She even said she was in love. She was even jealous of him. But she did not sign up for all that torment that they did with that. He is a sexual deviant to the worst case. I mean it. I don't care what Boosie say. I disagree with all that.
Imagine
deviancy.
Imagine the rest of the things that we just don't know yet. All right? This only day 2. Day 1, we find out he masturbates while the escort and Cassidy have intercourse. Day 2, we find out she's
on the stand.
They pee in their mouth.
And tomorrow the defense will have their chance at her. Okay? That's tomorrow going to be a good day tomorrow. And Thursday is her last day on the stand. And both of them going to tag team, prosecutor and defense. Going to tag team. So we're going to see this girl. They want to make sure that somebody don't make her go in labor and have her baby.
Then next, who going to be on the stand next? If they have witnesses.
They won't tell us the next witness.
I know, but I'm saying we don't know.
It's a secret.
Right. Then next is going to be somebody else. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This case is going to be going on for some time.
Oh, yeah, because you can't tell nobody who's next because Diddy is a powerful man. He can get you killed. He can have you unalive, as they say. He can have you unalive, even from where he's at right now. Now, shout out to you, Cardi B, and your new boo, Stephen Diggs. Stephen Diggs. You all were at the Knicks playoffs last night. Shout out for you coming out saying, okay, you left, what's his name? That's right. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Offset.
No, I was doing a joke, like what they said. You know, he was one of the amigos. So they did a joke on him today. So I was trying to you didn't let me finish the joke. You know, what's his name? You know, because now it's Cardi Diggs Stefan. That's the way they saying it now. Because his name is Stefan Diggs.
That joke is weak. However it's supposed to go. It was weak.
Well, TMZ came up with it today. So, you know, Harvey's never good with jokes, okay?
So why would you try to use
I tried to do a replay on it, but it just...
And he don't even do good jokes.
You know, well, to me, it was pretty good, Stefan Diggs, Cardi. That's it, Stefan Diggs, Cardi. And who was that other guy? He was one of the who? And nobody could remember because it was the Three Amigos. And his name is Offset because he's off right now. The set. Get it? He's off. I know it's funny.
That's so corny. You see how long you had to explain that?
No, but it's funny. You know it's funny. You know it's funny. That's a good one. That was pretty good. That one that had me cracking in my hat.
Off the set.
Yeah. And they did that today. Everybody out there knows it's a good joke. It was good. And you finally got it. Now you got it because I seen you laughing. You got the joke.
I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Right.
I'm not laughing with you.
You laughing with me because
No.
he's off the set. His name is Offset.
Bruh.
He's off the set.
All right, continue.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, now.
Well, I could go with my topic then.
Oh, yeah, because I just did the Cardi B.
Exactly.
Why don't you stop digging in your nose?
I'm not. I got tissue and it's itching. So
that's because you laughed at that joke and had you crying.
No, I said my nose is itching.
Oh, God. Excuse him, y'all, because this is so disgusting.
They can't even see this that far.
Okay.
All right, so a judge denies YNW Melly's bond while he awaits double murder. He's been in jail for 6 years. Mm-hmm. All right. This is the young man who unalived his best friend.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That's a good thing, but he still has other cases to go up against. So that's not a good thing.
Like I said, let me tell you about the Menendez brothers. I don't know if some of you people out there are too young to remember these two brothers. They killed their parents, shot them in Beverly Hills. They even made movies of the two brothers. Well, today they went up for resentencing. Now, California said, the governor said he'll sign the parole. If they go up, if they allow him to get... Can you continue so I can speak? That is so rude.
I went to the library today, and it's like I got a head cold.
It's like you caught something you came back with.
Yes, I did. It's so annoying.
I know it is very annoying.
I got to take some NyQuil.
I'm sure it's some in the bathroom.
I got a head cold.
Oh my God, it smells leaves in there.
My head hurt. I took 2 leaves already.
Yeah, well, you definitely need that.
That's why if I came on dry, y'all, it's because I got a headache.
Well, I got one topic that I do want you all to keep up with. The Menendez brothers, they found out that they're... Menendez. Menendez.
Menendez brothers.
There you go. Their dad, Jose Menendez, found out that he had another little boy, which was a rapper. I mean, a little singer back in the days. They used to have little pop star singers.
The Justin Bieber?
Yeah. So they did the little boy just came out for...
Hold on, you talking about Diddy?
No, I'm talking about the Menendez brothers.
They did something to look...
They said that their dad raped them. That's why they killed him. That's why they're in prison now. They did it when they were 18 and 20.
They said they did that to Justin Bieber?
No, that their dad has a group, little boys like Justin Bieber when he was a little boy. So now the little boy's grown.
Right.
He came up and stepped out and said, I have a story on Jose Menendez. He sexually assaulted me as a little boy. And that's why the brothers is now, case came back up to our attention for us to know that they didn't really kill their mother and father for no reason. Now, I can see them killing the daddy. But to kill Kitty Mendez, tell me they kept saying that she knew that he was sexually assaulting them. I just can't see how a mother can allow her husband.
You know mothers allow their daughters to get molested.
Yeah. So
don't mean nothing.
They shot her up really bad. And that's one of the biggest things that the prosecutor said. Give us a reason why you shot Kitty up and make us believe it. Now that someone has came up and said that the daddy did SA the boys, and they also him too. Kitty, they don't see, nobody is saying that Kitty, but now a cousin said she witnessed Kitty say, don't go back down there by the hallway when the boys go down there with Dad. Y'all seen the mansion they lived in Beverly Hills. This is a big case. Huge. When I say huge, I'm talking O.J. Simpson huge. The Menendez
it's going on
brothers.
right now?
This case is older than you.
Oh, so it's old.
It's 38 years old.
So why y'all bringing it up?
Because TikTok viewers looked up the Menendez brothers, and then they said, who is these young guys that killed their parents? And then now they popular as ever. Now they're freeing them. The TikTok people is freeing them. That's how they end up back.
The brothers is free?
No, they're going back up before the courts. Because all their appeals has been denied. They got sentenced to life without parole.
Wow.
They never supposed to get out. And the family, the last one that said that they didn't want him out just died. So the rest of the family members said we want him to come out because they believe the boys now. They didn't believe the boys back then. But now after 25 years, it's 38 years now.
Well, they like 70 years old now, huh?
They only in their 50s. It was only
wow.
in their teens when they killed them.
So is their family still rich or they broke?
They're rich. They still rich. The boys killed they say that the boys killed for that dad big, that was big. His daddy was a big RCA promoter for RCA. That's the record company. You probably too young to know that, but viewers out there know what I'm talking about. RCA was like Motown back in the day. Well, their daddy was a big promoter whose name was Jose Menendez. They killed him. And their mom name is Kitty. They lived in a big mansion. And they came in. They went and stole their friend's ID. Came home. They set up a fake alibi, said they was going to the movie. But they didn't. Went out to the car, came back with double-gauge shotguns and started lighting up the parents while they was eating ice cream.
Oh, boy.
In the television record.
Yeah, that don't sound like a good case.
Yeah, boy, this case was what...
I mean, that don't sound like...
This was an O.J. Simpson case.
I mean, it sounded like a good case. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say it didn't sound like it was a good chance at them winning.
They almost won if the lawyer if the psychiatrist never had told on them. But the psychiatrist's girlfriend was in the office when Lau said, can he tell the psychiatrist what really happened to their parents? And then Eric said, why did you tell him? He said, we got to kill him now. And Lau said, no more killing. And the psychiatrist said, I won't tell him. All I need you to do is just, let's put it on tape so I'll know that y'all won't kill me. And I can put it in the safe.
Oh, my
And this way, y'all can all heal from killing your parents, but I'll have it in the tape. But the girlfriend was sitting out in the hallway. Listening. And she told the doctor, I heard the brothers say they killed their parents. And he begged her, please don't say nothing. They'll kill me. I got to get it all on tape. So she said, well, you leave your wife. And he said, no, you move in with me and my wife. So he moved the girlfriend in with the wife. He had to get that story. He had to get it on tape.
Right.
It took 5 years for that case to come to court. They was in jail with O.J. Simpson. When O.J. Simpson got acquitted, they were still in jail because their case was first. And they was found with a mistrial. Yeah. It's another case I want y'all to follow.
I'm going to go ahead and look that up.
Yeah, look that up. Let me tell them about A.J. Armstrong. I need y'all to look this case up. A.J. Armstrong, his dad was a football star. He also unalived his parents. Okay, and it took 7 years to try this boy. I have been doing research on this case. He thinks I'm obsessed to the fullest with this boy because I continuously to watch this case to find him lying more and more. This boy is a liar. Please look up the A.J. Armstrong case if you're following us. And that's all I got to say. And y'all give me y'all comments on that one too.
Yeah, because she's been watching the same case for a year and over, maybe 2 years. Who knows? Yeah. But thank y'all. Make sure y'all like,
comment,
and subscribe. From the KG family.